Hi, welcome to the first tutorial for HUD Designer. In this tutorial, I'll be going through the basics on how I create HUDs for games and projects. After you install the HUD Designer from the Asset Store, go to Windows and HUD Designer. This will open up the HUD Designer main menu. Once you're ready, just press play. And right now there's nothing in the scene. So what I usually like to do is go to Random Design and click on Random Design. This will automatically create a HUD for you. Now you can keep clicking until you find one that you like. And remember, right now we're just looking for the basic shape. We'll be customizing everything later on. Alright, this is something I can work with. I'm just gonna go press done. Now we're gonna start off with the pre-animated, since this little guy running around here in the center is a pre-animated element. I'm just gonna go there and delete that. I'm gonna come back here later. For now, we'll go to the circle, start at the top. So this is the circle menu. Here you can create new circles, create a random design, select the circle, randomize the color, set the global color, set the maximum speed for rotation. As you can see, the circle is rotating. Set the scale for a circle and the position. You can set the position from here. Let's bring it back to the center. Refresh the colors, save as prefab, we'll get back to that later. Set the quality. Right now it's set to very high quality. We're just gonna leave that for now and delete the element. To select the other circle, as you can see, when I select this circle, there's a small halo type of thing which appears on top of it. So I'm gonna select this circle. I'm gonna move it this side using the positioning tool. I'm just gonna leave it there. And I think I'm gonna add another circle. So I just create new. And as you can see, right there in the center, the circle has been created. Let's scale it up a little bit. And if you don't like the design, you can always click on Random Design until you find one that you like. Remember, you can customize each of these elements in the next page. For now, I'm just gonna use this one. And I'm gonna move it up here as well. I'm gonna scale it down a little bit and move some more. Okay, let's line them up a little bit so that they look uniform. Now, in this first circle, if you see this radar type of thing, is moving back and forth, whereas I want it to go round in 360 degrees. So I'm just gonna press next, and that's the second circle. Now this is the page where you modify each of the elements. So there you can select the current layer, which layer you want to work on, the rotation speed, the rotation amount. I'll be going through each of these elements in detail in another tutorial. Right now we're just going to go through it and finish the HUD. So I'm going to select the 6th layer, set the rotation amount to 360 and update it. Now as you can see, it's going round and round. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm going to press done. I'm going to go to the small square. This is useful for creating small squared elements for borders and things like that. So as you can see, I just clicked one of these elements and it was created. I'm just going to reposition that. And I'm going to use an offset scale to stretch it out a little bit. Yep. And let's reposition it a little more. Alright, I'm happy with that. Just gonna press, wait, before I press done, I'm gonna add another small square down here. To create a new square, I'm gonna just press create new and then choose the triangle. I'm obviously gonna scale it down and I want to flip it around. So I'm just gonna flip the Y axis and bring it down here. Alright, that's where the small square will stay. Let's scale it down a little bit, in fact, and reposition it. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm gonna press done. I'm gonna head over to pre-animated elements, and for now, let's add this human. This male character. I'm just gonna move this down here. And remember, as you notice that everything is in white right now. I'm not coloring anything, but I'll be doing the coloring at the end. That's what I like to do usually. Finish up the entire design and then color at the end, and then do some fine tuning on the colors and things like that. So I'm gonna add another element here. Let's add a heartbeat. Now I feel like it's too slow. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. You can set the animation speed and everything here directly from the menu, and let's scale it down. Whoops, moved that a little bit too much. Alright, I'm happy with that. But I feel like the area is still too empty. But before I do that, I'm gonna scale this thing up a little bit more. Alright, I'm gonna add one of these random texts. Oh, it's a little too fast. I'm gonna just slow it down. Let's pause the animation for once so that we can work better with it. The entire size and everything. Okay. Alright, now that I'm happy with it, I'm gonna speed up the animation. Not too much, just that. And I'm gonna, same thing with the circle elements, you can select the elements. I'm gonna select this heartbeat element and move it down a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Alright, I'm happy with this one. Just gonna press down. And now I'm gonna add another small square. Okay, I'm gonna create a new element. And then I'm gonna press this one. Let's get it down. Change the offset scale so that it faces the other way. And we're gonna move this thing down and scale it down some more. Okay, so that'll be our holder for more circle elements. Let's create another circle element and bring it down here. I'm okay with the design, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And let's add some pre-animated elements. Let's add the globe. I'm gonna make it a little small. And then I'm gonna add this light thing. I don't know what to call it. So I'm just gonna add that there. Let's change the scale a little bit so that it's more flat. Alright, that looks good. Looks like the light thing is, you know, lighting up the globe. I don't know what that. The light thing is lighting up the globe, right? Okay, now, okay, this place is radioactive, so we're gonna add this. Alright, that looks like a fan, so I'm gonna delete that. And this one instead, yeah. Okay. Alright, that looks good. Now remember, you know, you can always add some informations like ammo, health, and things like that in these small squares. And also you can use these small squares for menu buttons and stuff like that when you're developing. But for now, we're just going to use them as placeholders for these elements. And lastly, let's add one more scrolling text. But this time, I want it to fit right here in between these guys. So I'm gonna squash it and move it. Great thing about scrolling text is it doesn't matter even if you squash it, nobody's gonna read that. That's just a decoration. So, alright, that looks good. Okay, I'm happy with this, except for this little circle in the center. So I'm gonna go back to circle once and go to the next page and select circle 1. That's a circle as well, remember that. So right now there are 4 circles in the scene, and as I move this around, you can see which one is being selected. So I'm gonna go to circle 1. I'm gonna change the sprite to something else, maybe a targeting system. It's a bit too small, so I'm gonna scale it up. And remember, if I wanted to rotate or stuff like that, I can always add rotation, but I don't want it to rotate, so I'm just gonna leave the rotation at 0. Alright, so I'm gonna press done. Alright, there you have it, the basic design is done. Now let's go coloring. Now we're gonna go back to random design, pick a color. You can always recolor it, remodify it to choose whatever color you want. but these are some pretty awesome colors that have been pre-selected. So I'm going to use the one with the blue and the green. So when you press refresh colors, remember, don't press random design, that'll delete everything and recreate a brand new piece. So press refresh colors and voila, everything has been colorized. And you can keep pressing it until you find something that you like. Or maybe I was wrong about the color choice. Maybe I'm gonna go with the one without the green. Alright, this looks good. Except for this radioactive thing, it's a little too dull, so I'm gonna press done. Go to pre-animated elements and select this radioactive thing. I'm gonna brighten it up a little, yeah, so that it stands out. And even the little earth thing, it's not working for me, so I'm gonna reduce this one, or maybe increase it and reduce the alpha. Okay, that works for me. Alright, so there you have it. A HUD that has been created really fast using this awesome plugin called HUD Designer. You can get it from the Unity Asset Store. And I'll be coming up with more tutorials, so hope to see you again soon. Thank you, bye.